Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, of course, Mr. Backwoods. So today we're going to start a new adventure here on the homestead. We are starting the renovations to the cabin. The cabin was here when we bought the place. It's not in terrible shape at all. It's enough so that we can actually put in a little bit of money, put in a little bit of effort, and some good old-fashioned elbow grease, of course, and we can get this place looking lovely. So we want to turn it into a guest house slash bar slash like a little game room. We can come down here, put a big bonfire, light the fire in front of it, put some rocking chairs on the porch, and just hang out, relax, and enjoy the country and the wilderness that we live in. And right now, it's only been utilized as storage. It's pretty much been a catch-all for any and everything that kind of gravitates from our house. But we're going to get started on this today. It's pretty early in the morning. And yeah, the rooster was crowing in the background. They've gotten big enough now to where they absolutely are crowing in the mornings. So yeah, he's having a good old time up there. But we got to move a bunch of stuff out of the cabin. So a lot of it has to go over into the new storage building. And some of it I will also be putting other places, some bigger items. You see, we have anything and everything under the sun out here. We have a giant, and when I say giant, I mean huge parrot cage. That thing weighs a ton. And over here, y'all have seen it before, we have an entire casket. So we gotta find places for all of these things. In order to clear this thing out, we want to start with a clean slate. So we're going to jump over here, start moving some stuff out, moving things over to the new storage building, clean up the place, and yeah, then the next video, we're going to start actually building. I got to do a little bit of work on the porch, get things right there. We will be going underneath the cabin and leveling the place out a bit. You know, they put some blocks up underneath it with some wood on top, obviously not pressure treated, because the wood's starting to rot, which is making the place a little off kilter, and that's just not going to sit well with me. So we are going to address that in some future videos. But let's jump over here, take a look inside. Look, it is a storage building currently, so there is no telling what you guys are going to see in there. But let's jump over, see what's in the cabin, and start getting it cleaned out. All right, you guys. Look, there's Max. Meow. What you doing, kitty kitty? But we're gonna give y'all a full frontal view here. You know, I'm not hiding nothing. This is how it is. We got a whole casket over here. That is the giant parrot cage I was telling you guys about. But as you'll see, you know, up top, things are in pretty good shape. The wood's not completely rotting away or nothing. But down here, some of these front boards we will be replacing. So that is definitely going to happen. But let's jump inside here and give you guys a peek at what we got. I actually love the door. It's wooden, looks to be handmade. There's currently no light in here. We're going to have to run new power. But we used to own a retail store, so we do have some cases and things like that in here. A bunch of storage. But as you see, you know, the place is actually wired out. We just have to run main power down here. But the roof's in pretty good shape. Like I said, we just have stuff everywhere. So it's a lot of storage, a lot of fish tanks. We got a candy machine over there. There's actually over here, you know, what they started out to be a little bit of a mini kitchen. You got upper cabinets already in place. Over there, that is the bathroom. I will grab some kind of lighting so while we're cleaning this place out, you know, you guys will be able to have a little better view of what's going on. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of a sneak peek before we get started. But it is a very nice space. It is quite large in here. So yeah, we're going to try to make good use of it. But let's jump over and get started on this, y'all. Alright, so some of this, well, let's be clear. All of this is going to take quite a while. So we're going to throw you guys on a time lapse while I'm getting this stuff out of here. I'm going to be loading it up onto the back of the golf cart, hauling it straight over to the storage building. But we're going to get started on this corner, and we're going to just kind of move our way around. We do have a giant old couch that's got to be getting rid of. And we have these two giant retail cases. Yeah, that's going to be a pain all its own. But let's jump into a time lapse and get started cleaning this place out. Holy crap, you guys. Looks like we found something interesting here. Look. We have got a whole rat. And it has tons of babies. Holy crap. Not so sure what to do here. But yeah, we have a freaking rodent. Alright, so we found a dang rat living in the freaking cabin. I kind of was curious because we had the windows open down here so that the air could circulate through and it wouldn't get like stagnant and moldy or anything. But the front window, the screen has been eaten through. I literally just noticed it like 10 minutes ago. And I was thinking, what kind of critters could be in here? Well, lo and behold, a god dang rat. Okay, got two babies with it as well. You know, I'm going to be honest here. I own snakes. That makes very good snake food. But I usually get my feeder mice from a trusted source. You never know what these wild creatures have. I'm probably going to turn them loose. I may even drive them up the road somewhere and turn them loose in the woods or something because I don't need a rat infestation down here. We're going to have to seal this place up properly when we're done renovating it. But yeah, for now, I sat them out there on the porch. They're in that tote and they cannot escape. And I'll figure out what we're going to do with them later. But yeah, a god dang rat. No! But we're going to proceed and start back cleaning this place out. You never know what we're going to come across in here. So yeah, let's get to it and see what we find. Let's hope there's no more rats in any of these. If I pick it up and I hear something scurrying around in there, yeah, I guess we'll know. Alright, you guys, so we relocated the big, huge field mouse and his two little babies. Went up the road, took it to an old abandoned house. Yeah, it's gone. It's got some kind of shelter. You know, I handle rats and mice. I have before. I used to breed them here at home. Of course, out in my other shed up by the house. But I actually stopped breeding them. It's just a lot of work that I didn't have time for. But I don't mind handling them. But these wild ones, yeah, I do not trust them. I do not know what kind of diseases they have. So that thing had to get on out of here. But now we are going to try to move this giant case. Okay, I got two of them. I'm going to start with the smaller one first. We're going to see how this goes. This thing is quite heavy. I remember when we moved them in here. Yeah, they are a beast to move. But we're going to try to get this small one out of here first. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, and just for some odd reason, we don't even have any girls, but we have a freaking easy bake oven. Yeah. Hoarding much? Alright, you guys, we're going to give this a try. It's a bit sketchy. Alright, so as y'all see, I got this entire side cleaned out. So we're going to start here at this super ancient, old, disgusting couch. We're going to start clearing all the crap off of the couch, and here later on we'll get the couch out of here as well. That was a great couch. It was an automatic reclining couch, but the dang thing is so heavy you would not believe. So that's probably going to be quite a feat to get that thing out of here. But we got this side cleaned out. My son Lane, he came down here to help me out. So we're going to try to double team this thing, work a little faster, and start getting the rest of this mess cleaned out of here. So it's already looking better, but we got to have a clean slate to start with so that we can get this thing where we want it. So we're going to jump into the action and get to cleaning. Y'all check out that old relic. Original OG PlayStation. Yeah, now that's worth having. Alright, you guys, I don't know if y'all could tell it from the video, but this couch, yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. I mean, this thing is the stuff nightmares are made of. It has been sitting in here, literally no airflow. This building has not had power to it for 3 years. At least that's how long the couch has been in here without the airflow or power. So yeah, it gets a little stagnant in here as we refurbish or renovate this place. we are going to take care of that issue. We will get some heat and air in here. We will get some fresh air coming in here always. But this couch, yeah, it looks like it has spores growing on it. Some type of hideous mold. But yeah, it's got to get out of here, y'all. So we're going to try to manhandle this thing, get it out the door, and yeah, get it out of our hair. So let's jump into it and try to get this beast out of here. Like I said earlier, y'all, this thing is stupid heavy. Yeah. Alright, time to sweep. We still got some more stuff to move over here. Sorry for the terrible lighting. My little light up there, the battery gave out on it. It's USB-C rechargeable, and I didn't go recharge it. But if you have kids, then you'll know that, yeah, the couch swallows a lot of things. That was the couch that used to be in our old house. When we moved, we got new couches. Yeah, so it's kind of a catch-all for crayons and God knows what else. So we're going to sweep up all this mess that fell out of our couch, get it in the corner, and then we will proceed with getting out the rest of the stuff. Alright, y'all, we got this place cleaned out pretty dang good. As you can see, got the couch, everything out of here. We do have quite a pile of trash there to get up, but I just wanted y'all to see a little look of the place after it's cleaned out. Got a little makeshift kitchen over here. We will be replacing a lot of that. I'm sure we'll replace the counters. The floor, like I say, it is not level, so I will be going underneath the cabin, and we will actually be leveling it out, which is going to be a huge deal and make a huge difference in here. Again, I absolutely love that door. Check out the latch on this thing. Like, how freaking cool is that? That's super freaking backwoods. We do have this thing here. This is something that was passed down through my wife's family. It has a lot of cabinets underneath and some cabinets up top. We will probably be keeping that in here. We may use it to put, you know, liquor, wine, things like that. Make a little makeshift bar. And another thing too is this is actually real wood. So as you can see, it's, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch thick wood. And I do love that as well. It's not just thrown together with some cheap paneling or anything. See, I think they had some kind of a little mini stove right there. But again, we'll have a lot of work to do on that. They actually had an entire shower. It's actually already plumbed in, got knobs, shower head, drains already tied in. And as you can see, some of the plumbing back here that they've done. And actually have a little toilet already in here. So that's pretty good news. We will, like I say, have some work to do to bring all this up to where it's, you know, usable and decent. But I just wanted to give y'all a little inside look of the actual cabin now that it's clean. We'll hop outside in the daylight and we'll chat for a second, and we're going to wrap this thing up. Whew, it has been a hot one, you guys. As y'all see, I'm sweating like crazy. But just wanted to wind this video down. We weren't doing any kind of super deep cleaning here. I still got to get that pile of trash up. But we were essentially moving all the stuff out of it, making an empty space. So that's what we have. That's what we've accomplished. And yeah, I'm very happy about that. So we do have to clean the porch off. I may be building a lean-to on the back side of the new shed to put some of these larger items. I need to keep them out of the weather. The casket, yeah, it is my wife's Halloween decoration, so I don't need it sitting out in the weather. And that giant parrot cage. Yeah, we used to use it. We no longer do. We did not have a parrot in it. I'm not even going to say what we had in that cage, but it was an animal of sorts. Let's just say that they are quite expensive cages, and I can't let that thing sit out in the weather, so I'll probably build that lean-to, put that stuff under there. They will probably remain on the porch for now, but the next video, we will be cleaning the porch off for the most part, and replacing some boards along the front of the porch itself. The front board that is facing this way is probably a 2x8. We're going to replace that thing the whole length of the cabin, and also the cap on top of that, the first floorboard for the front porch itself. We're going to replace that as well. I'm going to have to go to a local sawmill, see if I can find some boards to match this. Now, I do know that they are absolutely not going to be as aged as this, but it's just the front board, so we're going to try to match it the best we can. And the rest of that video will be leveling this building out. whoever built it, they did a decent job building it, but they did a horrible job with the footings. All right. There is blocks under here with wood that's just rotten. It's like it was rough cut, untreated timber that they use for spacers. They've completely rotted, dropped the middle of the building. There's 2 spots in the building. The middle's fine. The right edge is fine, but there's 2 dips on each side of the middle, and yeah, that can't be. That can't stay that way. So we're going to be addressing the sagging floors in there. Again, it is not rotten as far as the actual floors or the actual floor joist. It is underneath the footings they did. They have settled. They have rotted out. We're going to get under there, put some proper footings, and get this building level and very sturdy and make this thing right before we dig into the actual renovation process. Look, I'm very excited to make this space usable. So when we have friends over, we can have this giant bonfire right here. You know, we may put a little dartboard inside, put some cornhole out here. Maybe, you never know, a little arcade game or 2, but make it super cool. And if we have guests, we'll have an extra bed down here. Going to be full heating and air, running water, electricity, everything. So again, it's going to be a guest house / game room, and we'll put some rocking chairs on the porch, have company over. Look, we got a perfect place to sit out, drink a cold one by the bonfire. So I'm excited, that is to say the least. I cannot wait to get this thing underway and make this space usable. So for 3 years, it has been storage only. Now, we were fortunate enough when we got this property, we discovered this cabin in the woods, and yeah, I was quite excited. I actually was looking at the property on Google Earth before we bought it, and I seen this roof. I seen a building out here in the woods, and I was like, what is this? So it turns out it was a nice little cabin, and actually our little hunting lane back there are basically our grown-up area that's got a nice long clearing in it in the middle of the woods. That is right behind here, so this is pretty deep back on the property. But who doesn't love a cabin in the woods, right? So, anywho, you guys, much love to y'all. I truly, truly appreciate y'all's support. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Throw a comment down below. Tell us what you think of the cabin. I know it's not perfect, but it is perfect to me. And being back here in the woods, it does not get any more perfect. So, again, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys on the next one.